Hello and welcome to dot point PS16, and for this dot point we need to analyze marketing information such as sales reports for the product. So this is a really easy dot point, very quick, and you don't need to know a lot for it. So let's have a look at it. You need to know what marketing information may look like and how to interpret it. So an example which we're giving below is a sales report, which is also known as a market report. So here's an example of cattle sales at an auction. And once that sale has taken place, or the market, this is a marketplace and where sales occur. And once that has been done each week, they'll put out a report and say this is how much the cattle was sold for, so that people can plan ahead. And we're going to go on when we go on excursion, we're going to one of these cattle auction sale yards, and we'll see how much they're sold for. But we can also look online and basically see these sales reports every week after the weekly sales. And it's a report on what prices are being paid for all different kinds of cattle, and it allows farmers to see what's being paid, but more importantly, plan ahead and work out whether the price is good for selling or not, and whether they want to sell their cattle or whether they want to wait and hold off until later, till prices might get a bit higher. So this is important because it allows supply and demand to be met up with each other a bit more, because if prices are high, then producers want to sell, but less people want to buy. And then if prices are low, producers don't want to sell, but people want to buy. So market reports help if the prices are going up, it means that producers are going to want to start selling, which will help bring the price back down again. So market reports really help with keeping an equilibrium price in the market. So this is an example here of a marketing report. You can see this is from Carcoar near Bathurst, which we will go to on excursion. And basically this is a little bit of text information about the sale that occurred there recently. And then you've got all the different types of cattle here. This is just the first page. There's other pages, but I didn't include them. But this is just a number of cattle such as veal steers. So veal means up to 1 year old, a veal cow, a veal calf. And so we've got veal steer, veal heifer, so male, female, and then a yearling steer, so a bit older. And you can see the first thing here is the weight range, so 0 to 200, 200 to 280, etc. The next one is the type of cattle, so restocker or feedlot. The next one is muscle score. So they've all got a muscle score of basically C or D, which is good. And they've all got a fat score of basically 2 or 3 here. This number here is the number of head sold, so the number of cattle sold in those categories. Then you've got your live weight cents per kilo. So because these animals here are sold, as you can see in the photo, they're sold live. There's no carcass prices here. It's just live weight prices. And so, for example, if we pick out these three here are the ones that I've asked you to do in this table. And if you pick out one here, so veal steer, 2 to 280 kilos, fat score of 2, muscle score of C. The high price that was paid was 358 cents per kilo. So that's $3.58 per kilogram of the animal. And because the animals were kind of 2 to 280 kilos, if you move across here to the estimated dollars a head, basically the high price was about $928 per animal. So that's kind of 2 to 280 kilos times $3.50 a kilo. Now, obviously, once you get to the shops, you're paying $20, $30 a kilo for beef, and here they're only paying $3.50 a kilo. But remember, this is live weight, and there's a lot of stuff that needs to be removed from the cow. I mean, 40% of it is going to be removed in the head, the organs, the hide, all those kind of things are removed, and they are sold, not sold for very much. So they really need to sell a lot of the meat for $20, $30 a kilo to actually make back this money and make profit on $3.50 per kilo of live weight. So basically you just need to read through this. It's got all the dollars in cents a kilo, estimated carcass weight, cents a kilo, and then the estimated total dollars per head. So this is in cents per kilo. So like 283 is $2.83 per kilo, whereas over here this is $750 per animal. And so for these things, I've just given you some specific animals to find, and then these are the numbers that you needed to find. The number of heads sold, number of animals, the high cents a kilo, average cents a kilo, estimated high dollars per head, and then average high per head. This is the only question that's been asked in the HSC on this, a multiple choice question this year, 2017. What does this table represent? And you can see here it's got live weight price, carcass price, and estimated value. It's exactly what we just saw, so it is a market report.